Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You will lead me through the fire and in darkest night.
Good morning, Omega listeners. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday morning so far. At this time, we do have a proud sponsor coming before you. It is now time for Queen Bee Frequency right here on Omega Radio with your host, Tikea Bowers. So make sure you stick and stay with us as we get ready to turn you over to your host for today's episode of Queen Bee Frequency.
Hey Queen, it's your girl Tikea. Welcome to Queen Bee Frequency on Omega Radio, your space for growth and becoming her. Tune in Wednesdays at 10 a.m., where energy shifts and queens rise. Hey Queens, welcome back to Queen Bee Frequency. Happy Wednesday. This is the show where energy shifts and queens rise. It's such a pleasure to be with you today, especially because today is my final show on Omega, but hopefully not for forever. I have decided to transition and just do a little change because, in life there are shifts. And as I've shared with you in the past, there's so much going on in my life now. So it felt like the perfect time. And I just trust God all the time. I trust God with every decision that I make. But it's been the best time here at Omega. Sorry I missed last week. It was such a crazy week, but I'm so glad to be back with you today. And today we're just going to talk about transitions in life and how sometimes we just have to make moves and trust ourselves, especially when our gut tells us it's time to transition or it's time to just make a big leap in your life, to trust the voice. And as I stated like a few months ago, I shared with you guys that I will be a mom soon. And there's so much happening, so many, changes, even at work, just life and joy. And today it's so funny. I was just looking at my phone. It's so funny how life just goes on. I was looking at my phone and I saw that today is the 5-year anniversary of my father's passing. And I was just like, what a crazy day, to be ending my show and also just making this big transition, especially when that was a huge transition in my life. Just being able to stop, as I've stated so many times, and pay attention to yourself, and know when it's time to make those shifts is the best. Because if you don't know yourself, if you can't hear your own voice because you have so much going on, you're stressed, you're depressed, you have so many things going on in your life that are weighing you down, so much so you don't have the opportunity to fully hear your voice and listen to yourself. It becomes extremely hard to hear God when he tells you it's time for you to make a move. For me currently in my life, there's so many things that I want to do. As I've shared with you, I wrote my very first book that's on Amazon. It's the Belux Self-Love Journal, and it's on Amazon. And I wrote that at a very, very pivotal time, around the time that my dad passed away. And I found that writing that was so cathartic for me. And that was a time where I seriously listened to myself and said, oh, I need to make a shift. I need to do what I've always wanted to do, and just sat with myself and just poured out on the page. And I know there's so many things that you ladies want to do out there, business opportunities that you want to make happen, things that you think you never would be able to do ever in your life. You feel like you're not ready for them. And I was listening to this podcast earlier this week, and the host was stating that when you feel like nothing is working, when you feel like the whole world is against you and everything is not lining up as it should, that's when your breakthrough is coming. And in the last few weeks, I've been feeling like that. I felt kind of stuck, and I felt like I have all of these plans, I have all of these things that I want all of these lists and manifestations that I've put out there. And I just felt stuck, and hearing that was kind of confirmation for me because it allowed me to sit back and evaluate my life and all that God has done in my life thus far. I never expected that I would ever have a radio show, ever have a platform such as Belux, and it's grown so much in such a short time. And all of the events that I've put on, the sip and scripts, if you go to my website, belux.me, you'll see when the next events are going to be, just all of the things that I've done. I'm just so thankful to God. And even having a little bit of doubt is such a slap in the face to God because He has carried me through so many things that I never ever expected. So I'm here to tell you that whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever it is that you are seeking, the plans that you have for your life, do not give up on yourself. Keep pushing, keep going. Because listen, even when you're in the thick of it, even when you feel like God has given up on you, even when you feel stuck where you don't have the answers and you're looking at everyone else in your life and they seem like they have it all together and they have all the answers. Why don't I have the answers? Why aren't things working out for me? I'm here to tell you that is the biggest time when God is working in your life, when God is getting ready to move and make shifts in your life. You just have to pay attention and trust the process. And this is the problem. As humans, we get so impatient. It's like we've been raised in the popcorn generation where we feel like everything just happens right away. As, we think it, so it should be. But yeah, as we think it, it's happening in the invisible. I say this all the time. Every time we pray to God and we ask God for something, it is working itself out in the invisible. We just can't see it. And He's leading us to it. So there's so many roadblocks, so many things that come in our way, people, time, jobs, every little thing that could be a roadblock in your life. And all of those things are setting you up and building your muscle to pull you towards what it is that you're asking for. So you cannot give up on yourself. Do not sleep on yourself because your transition, everything that you're asking for is coming. Trust me. And I'm sitting here to tell you that a few months ago, I didn't think that, my dream was to have my own platform and I created it. That my dream was to have a voice that everyone could hear, that I could touch other women and, share my experiences and my life woes and all of the things that I've been through with other women and try to relate with them as much as I could and show them that it's possible for them to come out of whatever it is, whatever depressions that they're going through, whatever struggles they're going through. I lost so much in such a short period of time. And as I stated today, is the 5-year anniversary of my dad's passing. And that hit like a ton of bricks when it really set in that it's been 5 years, because it really does feel like yesterday that I lost my father. And before losing my father, I lost my mom 11 months before that. So during that time was my stumbling block, roadblock, major hurricane, major like windstorm, everything that was coming into my life. It felt like it was there to fracture me. It was there to break me. It was there to kill me. And during that time, I seriously felt like I was in the dumps. There was no way that I was ever going to be who I am today. And this is not where I end. I will continue to grow. I will continue to gain and get the things that I know I deserve, the things that I know that God has put in store for me and created for me, everything that I ask for. Remember, God always wants to give us our heart's desire as long as it aligns with His plan. And whatever desire that you have in your heart, God put it there for a reason. So don't sleep on yourself. Don't ever feel like it's impossible. Don't ever feel like you can't get it, because it's in you for a reason. You are more than capable to have whatever it is that you ask for. All of the things that you dreamed of that you think may be impossible. Trust me, I'm sitting here and I thought that this moment would be impossible for me, but I'm very thankful to God for all of His blessings and everything that He's given and everything that He's done. So In this current time, I want you to really focus. And as I stated, the Be Luck Self Love Journal, it's on Amazon. Even if you don't use that journal, sit down and write out all of the things that you want, all of the things that you have in mind for your 2026 all the way to your 2027, all of the goals that you've envisioned. In the journal, there are so many prompts that help guide you to a place where you feel confident enough to believe in yourself that you can achieve all of these things. And it's so important to believe in yourself. So, going through those prompts and writing down all of the things that you want on real paper, and this is something that I've learned as a child. I used to see my mom write down a list of goals and things that she wants. Um, Business endeavors that she hoped to achieve. And it's crazy because while we were cleaning out all of her things out of the room, out of her bedroom, out of her closet, we found so many lists, so many, and she was very good at banking. So if you owed her money, I know. Cuz she had everything written out, the first payment you made, the second payment you made, what you owe her still, and she was just like that with her manifestation. And I learned the gift of abundance from my mom because my mom always practiced abundance. And by practicing abundance, I mean this woman would literally be in the thick of a windstorm and she would say, "It's okay. It's okay because I know God's got my back. I know that everything that I want is going to work out. This is just a setback, but it's okay. It's setting me up for what it is to come." So she believed heavily in her manifestations. And not only did she practice gratitude, she trusted in herself and trusted heavily in God. So when I say she was very strict on practicing abundance, is that she always used to tell me, "Listen, if you are grateful for what you have, no matter how small, even if you think that you have nothing, be grateful for the nothing that you have because when you practice gratitude, God gives you so many more reasons to be grateful, so many more reasons to be thankful. And that's when your blessings start overflowing. And I've seen it with my own eyes from that woman, from my mother. She always practiced abundance and she always managed to get what it is that she wanted. And practicing that in my own life, looking at what I have. And the thing is a lot of us think that we don't have a lot because we're measuring ourselves up against other people. We're looking at their homes, we're looking at their cars, we're looking at their jobs, and we're like, I don't have a lot. Look at how much they have. But the thing is that we have everything that we have is enough to get us through where we're going, where we're at the moment. We just don't see it. We just don't believe it again because we're trying to measure up against other people. But if you don't take anything else from Queen Bee Frequency, I want you to remember to believe in yourself. As women, that is the most important thing that we can carry. We have to believe so fiercely in ourselves and believe so strongly in everything that we do, everything, our vision, every work that we're doing, because at the end of the day, no matter what, we are all that we have. We may have strong friendships, we may have strong marriages, we may have a work community and a work family that love us. But when those things go away, when all the materials in your life perish, when your car crashes, when you lose whatever, at the end of the day, you only have yourself. So, strengthening that relationship with yourself and believing wholeheartedly in yourself and knowing that you're capable of doing whatever it is that you want, even if you don't have the information to do it right now, you have to trust that the information is coming, that the person that carries that information is walking into your life to bless you and guide you and hold your hand through it. and give you the knowledge that you need to succeed. Believe in yourself. If you don't take anything else away from Queen Bee Frequency, remember, Tikea told you to believe in yourself. And ladies, please don't hesitate to follow me at Belux The Hive, at The Hive Belux on YouTube, where I will be posting a series of videos and eventually doing segments on my YouTube weekly, different lessons on manifestation, abundance, life lessons. Just don't miss out on that. So follow me on the Hive Belux, and also go to belux.me, BEELUXE.me, and that's where you will find all of the events. I also have one-on-one coachings on there, and I love interacting with you ladies. I love speaking with you and talking about your life goals and helping you prepare for your future and all of the things that you hope to call into your life. And don't forget the Queen's Library. There are so many amazing books that I've spoken about on the Queen's Library. Make sure you expand your knowledge. Knowledge is power. Make sure you invest in yourself. And I just want to tell you that I love you so much, and thank you so much to the Omega family, Omega Radio. It has been such a pleasure being with you, and it's such an incredible family, and I love Pastor, his wife. It's just been such a great experience, and I'm so thankful for them and thankful for the audience. Thank you for tuning in and being the best part of Queen Bee Frequency. Have a wonderful day.
Hey Queen, it's your girl Tikea. Welcome to Queen Bee Frequency on Omega Radio, your space for growth and becoming her. Tune in Wednesdays at 10 a.m., where energy shifts and queens rise.